is not uncommon to find remains of deceased animals on a walk in the woods. What's weird is when those remains don't look like anything.
Obviously, one theory about this thing is that it is not of this world.
From recording the unknown beings to coming across bizarre creatures. Watching the strange phenomenons to actually living their nightmares. Hang on for the creepiest forest adventures that will leave you shocked.
Go! No! Run!
Goatman. A terrified young man and his friend cautiously investigate strange noises in an abandoned house near his home. That's where they encountered something unsettling peering out of the window. They didn't stop there. Both of them further walked into the house until they realized something was chasing them. They quickly fled out of the place, and when they looked back to see it was a Goatman appearing in the dark. Thankfully, they escaped before something bad happened.
Que foi? Passou alguma coisa aí. Eu vi, mano.
Manifesta novamente pra gente.
Caiu! Acabando!
Unknown creature. An Instagram content creator, famous for his wildlife photography and known for capturing some of the best shots in the wild, posted a video of a strange dog-like creature with weird feathers floating in the air. Soon, this video started making rounds on the internet, and people began to speculate that it wasn't an unidentified or strange creature lurking in the woods. The footage caused the audience to be divided into two parties. One who called it a fake, the other who believed it was an actual mythical creature that got caught on camera. Which side are you on? Let me know. The demon. A mysterious cryptid creature caught on camera in Turkey. And it's not a goat. Goats have eyes on the sides of their heads, but this creature has eyes in the front. What could it be? The travelers who recorded the video were way too scared to film it any further. So the locals, who were baffled to see the creature, took the matter into their own hands and started flocking to the area to catch a glimpse of this mysterious beast. Many suggest that the demonic creature should be left a mystery because it's not safe to go after something so demonic. Underground beast. In search of a wombat, a man and his dog spent the entire day digging up the ground. Finally, the man saw something popping out of the soil. He quickly grabbed it, thinking it might be the animal he was looking for. However, a huge furry creature resembling a Sasquatch grabbed his hand and tried to drag him inside a tiny cave. Fortunately, he managed to free himself, but his brave dog went inside the cave to confront the creature. Instead of retrieving the creature, the dog was pulled inside. And unfortunately, the video ended there, and no one knew what the creature was or what happened afterwards. Smiling Devil. A strange creature was discovered deep in the thick forests of Mexico, unlike anything anyone had ever seen before.
Nosotros así como aquí la gente es un poco como que creyente.
The poor thing was decomposed and had lost its color. It had wings and an eerie, grinning smile that was just unsettling to see. What's even stranger are the threads covering its body. The locals in Pueblo, shocked by this oddity, hunted it down, marking the end for the creature. Now, it's becoming an artifact, capturing the attention of those who hear its tale. Pine Squid. In the depths of the Amazon jungle, locals have discovered a terrifying cryptid known as the pine squid. Despite resembling an aquatic creature, this anomaly thrives in the suffocating heat of the jungle rather than the depths of the sea. Its slick, black, oily skin glistens like venom, and with long, tentacle-like appendages, it moves through the trees with an unnatural grace, wrapping itself around branches. The pine squid's eerie, otherworldly appearance strikes fear in the hearts of those who encounter it, as locals believe the creature to be an omen of death. Abduction Mishap. Now that's something no one would expect to find in the woods. A guy was out for a casual stroll when he suddenly heard strange noises. So when he headed towards the sounds, he discovered this a lifeless alien lying on the forest floor. It was not in a good condition as its body was decomposing. It felt like a scene right out of a nightmare that even made me wonder if alien abductions really do go wrong. I mean, maybe the alien enthusiasts tried keeping hidden and could not handle it, and eventually it ended like this. Lost in the woods. A young man gets lost in the middle of a forest, but discovers that he is not alone. He never thought to record this encounter with a being that is not from this world. He kept hearing rustling noises coming from the bushes. At first, he thought he had encountered a rabbit, but when he reached a bit closer, he saw a humanoid creature with glowing eyes staring towards him. He flashed his light towards the creature and started panicking really hard, because at that moment, he had realized that it was an alien. But luckily, the alien was more terrified of his existence than he was of his. The alien instantly disappeared, leaving the man completely shocked. Werewolf. Imagine a creature that's part wolf, part man. We've seen this idea in movies a ton. But what if it's not just a story? Lately, there's been some evidence that suggests it could be real. Yes, this beast looks like a super muscular werewolf. Really scary and intense. What if it's what happens when a man falls victim to a wolf? Just thinking about running into something that big and angry in the dark woods is enough to give anyone nightmares. So let's take this as a warning. Stay away from places we don't know. You never know what might be hiding there. Backyard alien. On May 1st, a witness claimed to have spotted an alien in their own backyard during the early hours. They quickly called the authorities to report the strange sighting. The creature was tall and thin, with long limbs and big, unsettling eyes, moving in a bizarre, insect-like way. Even through the witness's voice, you can realize how scared he was. Well,
They look like aliens to us.
when this footage was uploaded on social media, it quickly became really viral. However, netizens' opinions were divided. Some thought it was a clever hoax, while others believed it was a genuine extraterrestrial encounter. So far, the homeowner hasn't commented, leaving everyone in suspense. Terrifying night vision. A family's peaceful nights turned into a living nightmare when their CCTV caught something chilling. When they reviewed the footage, they were shocked. Yep, there in the bushes was a creepy figure with glowing eyes prowling around their backyard. They immediately suspected it was a Skinwalker. Now, they never step outside after dark, advising us all to stay vigilant when night falls. Hampshire Encounter. In Hampshire, England, a bizarre monster-like creature stunned the internet when it made a shocking appearance. With a body that screamed monster, its awkward gait resembled that of a Chupacabra, scaring those who caught a glimpse. And soon, the social media exploded with theories, and netizens were sharply divided. Some insisted it was a rare sighting of the infamous Chupacabra, while others argued it could be a long-lost prehistoric creature making a comeback. And that's how the debate raged on, leaving everyone wondering, what exactly was this creature? with no clear answers. One thing is certain. This encounter left everyone on edge and looking over their shoulders. Hobbit in the Woods. You're about to witness something that will make you question its reality. Outside a guy's camp, he heard noises of someone walking. He went out to check and saw something weird. Quickly, he hid behind a tree to record the moment he saw a tiny, grayish creature running and hiding from something or someone as if it were being hunted by eagles. The strangest thing is that the creature looked like a hobbit from the Lord of the Rings. Who knew they existed in real life? Duende. In the middle of the night, a woman was standing on her balcony for a little smoke, and something creepy in her backyard caught her attention. She spotted a strange humanoid figure on top of the tree, partially hiding in the darkness. It was standing motionless, creating a suspenseful and unsettling scene. And it was staring at her as if she invaded its privacy. And guys, watching the quality of this footage, I can say that it's a real encounter with something otherworldly. A duende, elf, or something far more creepy. Aliens artifact. Here's another piece of evidence supporting the idea that forests are prime spots for alien activity. A video captured in an undisclosed location has caused a frenzy on the internet. It shows a real UFO resting on the forest floor, and to add to the intrigue, a relic was also found nearby. It was green in color and had strange symbols on its elongated skull, giving it an appearance reminiscent of an alien skull. Perhaps the aliens want humans to know of their existence, which is why they brought their artifacts with them. What are your thoughts? Underground boring rocks.
Dude, those rocks are glowing red.
A cave climber was exploring some caves in the forest when he suddenly noticed a cloud of smoke and caught a whiff of something burning.
Check this out.
For a moment, he thought the forest was on fire. As he ventured further to investigate, he was astonished to find that the exterior showed no signs of fire, but the interior of the cave was filled with burning rocks. He was truly shocked to see that. Some people claimed it was the Centralia mine fire that has been burning since May 1962. According to the locals, the firefighters have tried 8 times to put it out, but the fire clearly outpaced them, and it's still burning.
Check this out. Dude, those rocks are glowing red.
World War II artifact. A man and his team were on a hunt for old relics, and after hours of searching, they finally struck gold. Using a metal detector in the forest, they uncovered a piece of a bolt from the Soviet PPD-40. They also made other fascinating discoveries, including a harmonica that many German soldiers played on the battlegrounds. In total, they found a variety of objects such as buttons and different buckles. The team promised their viewers that they would be sharing more videos like this, so stay tuned for their exciting finds. Giant in a cape. An unknown creature was spotted lurking in the depths of the jungle when a hiker nearby captured it on tape. Hearing strange noises from the darkness, he began recording with his zoomed camera lens and discovered a furry creature with round eyes wearing a cape. Isn't that strange? If it were an animal or a creature, why would it be wearing a cape? After witnessing the creature, the hiker began to panic, and unfortunately, we couldn't capture more footage of it. However, I believe this could be a protector of the forest, lurking in the shadows to safeguard the wildlife. Rotting alien carcass. A researcher, infamous for his unsettling experiments, mysteriously disappeared in the early 90s. It was years later that they discovered that he had a secret underground facility, hidden from the world. Among the remnants of his lab, an old black and white video was found. The footage showed an alien-like carcass lying in the middle of a forest, being consumed by maggots. Although the authorities tried to cover up the incident, the video was leaked, sparking widespread speculation. People began questioning where the researcher had gone. Some believe aliens abducted him, while others suspect the authorities may have silenced him. Elf's Note. A small group discovered a mysterious elf house that appeared suddenly in the depths of the forest when they were enjoying their camping. Inside the mini-house, they found a note stating the elf had relocated to a castle in Edinburgh, Scotland, due to disliking the weather. The note further said that if anyone ever found the mysterious elf's house, maintain the house, just in case the elf decides to return to its old neighborhood. Giant spider. Australia is known for having the most giant and mysterious spiders, but just imagine a big one showing up in your backyard. This giant creature you see in the video is a venomous spider. And it often lurks in the most unexpected places, ready to sting you whenever you're off guard. So be careful, especially whenever you're taking a trip to Australia. These things normally move around there like it is their own land. Spherical stones.
I mean, they're 10 feet in diameter. They're gigantically huge.
In the 1930s, a crew discovered a collection of large monolithic spherical stones. Many were massive, with diameters of 3 meters, while others were smaller, about the size of a basketball.
Chiefs were sometimes buried with some of the smaller.
Today, over 300 of these stones have been found at the archaeological site, known as Las Bolas. These stones are among the most precise examples of ancient stone carving, so perfectly round that it raised questions about who could have made them, especially without modern tools. In 2004, a similar discovery was made in Bosnia, where spherical stones were found in forests and creek beds. Local people attached various myths to the stones, while some speculate they were crafted by extraterrestrial beings. What are your thoughts? Bigfoot sighting. It's puzzling why the government tries to dismiss the truth about Bigfoot when the evidence is right in front of us. Take a look at this video I found. A Bigfoot was spotted lurking in the woods by a random traveler. It was a massive, furry creature, and the traveler managed to sneakily capture it on video. The footage clearly shows Bigfoot, and it's hard to deny this fact. If you disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Dogman. Deep inside the jungles of Peru, locals believe that a creature roams around. A cryptid that was feared by some indigenous tribes. They used to call this creature El Hombre Bestia, the man-beast. The news about this creature outbreaks so much that the authorities had to meddle their noses in the matter, so they tracked and caught it. As you can see the creature, it has a resemblance to a dogman, but the indigenous tribes like to call it the Beast Man. Brazilian Dogman. In a Brazilian town, reports surfaced about sightings of a creature resembling a dogman in the nearby woods. Intrigued, a group of friends ventured into the woods to investigate. As they combed through the area, they suddenly noticed rustling in the bushes. Upon shining their flashlight in that direction, they came face to face with the enigmatic Dogman. The dark, mysterious creature observed them silently, almost as if it was biding its time to pounce on them. Fortunately, nothing happened, and the group ultimately decided to leave the area. The creature was never seen in that vicinity again. Alien Cryptid. A man with his horse was on a forest hunt when he encountered something truly unbelievable. As they passed by the thick woods, his horse suddenly began to act strangely, snorting and prancing, as if sensing something unusual nearby. This was so out of character that it alarmed the rider. Feeling uneasy, he pulled out his phone to record the woods, hoping to capture whatever was unsettling his horse. As he panned the camera, he caught a glimpse of a strange, alien-like figure hiding behind a tree. The figure was barely visible, freezing him in fear. "Is that real?" he murmured as he realized they might be facing something far beyond his imagination. Beast Cub. a man spotted this strange cub-like creature hiding just outside his fields near the meadows. Concerned for his crops and livestock, he knew he had to confront it. As he approached, he was shocked to discover that this creature was part werewolf, part bear, and oddly enough, part human. But guys, what on earth was this thing? The beast seemed desperate to escape, but it grew angrier whenever the man drew near. Armed with nothing but a thick cane, the brave man pushed the creature back, successfully keeping his land safe from this unsettling intruder. Paraguay Crypted. In Paraguay, a family on vacation in the woods encountered something so unsettling, they rushed out in a panic. The children were happily playing while their father filmed them, and that's when a boy noticed a strange creature lurking among the trees.
What's that, Dad?
At first, the family thought it might be Bigfoot, but the way it leaped effortlessly between the branches made it clear this was no ordinary creature. What was it? Well, I personally believe it was a Pombero, a mythical being known to be short, ugly, and sporting very short arms with hairy hands and feet. Many Paraguayans have spotted this eerie creature before, which makes me think it really was a Pombero lurking in the shadows.
What's that, Dad?
Syphilis. A mysterious creature was spotted by a man who was camping in the forest with his family. It was a bizarre creature that looked like a blend between a dog and a horse. When he posted it online, people had been speculating that it could either be a prehistoric creature or a hybrid creature created in a lab and then released into the forest. Whatever the creature may be, it has started a debate among thousands of people. What are your thoughts? Crawling Skinwalker. A woman was alone in her house in the middle of the night when she started hearing strange noises coming from outside. Curious, she peeped outside the front door and saw a mysterious figure moving in the bushes. Her instincts told her that something was not right. But she kept recording. Suddenly, the figure jumped out and began crawling towards her. The woman got lucky and managed to shut the door just in time. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened there? Bigfoot? On September 17th, 2024, a man was exploring a remote part of the woods late at night with just a flashlight and a camera. As he walked around, he started hearing strange sounds. Something big was moving nearby. Suddenly, his flashlight caught a pair of glowing eyes staring right at him. The creature stood tall, swaying like a tree. And it looked really creepy. He tried whistling at it, but instead, it vanished into the darkness. The guy became terrified and decided to pack his things and go home. Vanishing Beast. In a small town in Indonesia, people kept spotting a strange creature near the river. No one dared to go near it. But a group of friends, curious to solve the mystery, decided to check it out. Armed with sticks, they headed into the woods. As soon as the creature appeared, they jumped into the river and surrounded it. But what they saw left them confused. Yes, it had no real face, just a dark body and a long tail. Just as they thought they had it, the creature vanished right in front of them. Maybe it'll return someday, in a different form. Masked Man. A surveillance camera caught something straight out of a nightmare. An eerie figure casually sitting on a sewage canal. It seemed to sense the camera watching, and suddenly it dove into the water, swimming away. But what was this strange figure? As soon as the video hit the internet, people went wild. Some said it was just a masked man, while others swore it was part of an elaborate prank. What do you guys think? Was this a real-life urban creature, or just someone playing tricks? Unidentified creature. In a small town in Mexico, a man saw something beyond strange. A creature that looked like it came from another world. It had no clear face, no recognizable body, just an eerie presence. The man kept his distance, watching the experts examine it, but eventually left. What really happened that night remained a mystery. Could the government be hiding something otherworldly from us? I mean, it sure makes you wonder. Mexican Chupacabra. Some explorers, while trekking through the woods, stumbled upon a lifeless body that looked straight out of a horror movie. Its strange, eerie shape made it resemble a monster. I'm convinced it was the remains of a Chupacabra.
A mí lo que me pareció raro fue justamente estas patas que...
Finally proving the creature's existence. But when this footage hit the internet, people were divided. Some thought it was an unidentified creepy monster, while others were certain it was a Wendigo. With the mystery still unsolved, I'm sticking to the Chupacabra theory. What do you guys think it could be?
Esos son brazos, esos no son patas. Ve el tamaño de esas manos.
Caught in the dark. At 3 a.m., a woman driving home captured something truly unsettling on her camera. As she passed a quiet, shadowy street, she spotted a strange, humanoid figure lurking in the darkness, barely visible. The figure stood completely still, adding a terrifying sense of suspense. Later, she reviewed the footage at her job site, and there it was again, just standing there, as if watching her. The eerie figure seemed too real to be a trick of the light. With the clear footage, I can't help but think this could be an actual encounter with something otherworldly. Maybe a duende, an elf, or something much creepier. What do you think? Witch hanging out. In the middle of the woods, a weird yet scary scene happened when a woman in a long white dress climbed up a gnarled tree.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Aguas, compa, bájala de ahí. Ay, compa.
Her dark hair blew in the wind, making her look even stranger. Just like all of us, the guys standing below were feeling both scared and curious. Was she a witch, or just someone who had lost it? Well, her wild laughter echoed through the trees, which made the scene even more scary. They tried to talk to her, but it was clear that something was really off. That night stuck with them, leaving them wondering what secret she had and what really went down that creepy forest.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Aguas, compa, bájala de ahí.
Camping encounter. A group of friends was camping in the woods when they heard a strange noise. Upon turning around, they spotted someone standing still, looking off into the trees. At first, it seemed like a lost hiker, but one brave friend decided to check it out.
Ryan, is that you?
Yeah, it is.
As he got closer, the figure suddenly vanished into the woods. They quickly zoomed in with their flashlight and saw a dark shape reaching out, like something had dragged him away.
Nice. Okay, I don't know where this thing is, or when it's gonna...
The friends froze in fear, realizing they'd only seen a brief moment of something really scary. Now, they had no idea what happened to him. Massive monster. A massive creature was spotted lurking in the wild, and it got everyone talking. While its furry coat might remind you of a bear, its size and shape set it apart. This thing was huge. What's even more unsettling was how it dragged its lower back to move, suggesting it might be injured. What could it be? Some undiscovered beast? Or maybe a bear in distress? Or a hybrid of both? Drop your guesses below and let me know what you think this creature really is. Dwarf Witch. During a solo trip to a remote forest, the traveler came across something really bone-chilling. A man encountered a strange dwarf who had a stick in her hands. Locals who live nearby believed that the forest was cursed because of the witch and instructed the guy to never go to that place again. Luckily, he was able to get out of there. Four-legged creature. In a quiet neighborhood, the entire area was disrupted by dogs barking in the middle of the night. The residents suspected that the dogs had encountered a thief or an intruder, so they decided to check the CCTV camera footage. The next day, upon reviewing the footage, they discovered that it wasn't an animal, but a cryptid lurking in their streets, causing the dogs to bark. They quickly informed the local authorities, but nothing like that was ever seen again. It was the right call not to come out and check. Otherwise, who knows what might have happened. The Lost City. Colombia's lost city, called Ciudad Perdida, is an ancient site hidden in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Built by the Tairona people around 800 AD, this beautiful place is covered by a thick jungle. It has many terraced platforms, stone paths, and circular plazas that show the skill of its builders. The ruins are surrounded by tall palm trees and colorful plants, making it a stunning sight. The journey to Ciudad Perdida is an adventure, with amazing views of nature along the way. Many tourists travel to Colombia to visit the lost city and hike there for days. The Slender Man. On the way home one night, the user encountered a lone goat wandering on a strange road. Curious, they stopped to observe and noticed something unusual near a tree. Taking out a camera for a closer look, they later slowed down the footage and saw a tall, grayish creature that seemed to be waiting to hunt the goat. However, it hesitated, possibly avoiding a scene in front of the guy. The encounter left the guy wondering if the creature could have been the infamous Slender Man. Hausa Greenstone. The Greenstone of Hausa, an ancient artifact over 3,500 years old, was found in the ruins of the Hittite capital in modern Turkey. Made of nephrite, its unusual material indicates it was transported from afar. Its purpose remained unclear, but theories suggest it could have served as a ceremonial throne, altar, or symbol of power. Some believe it may have been a diplomatic gift from Pharaoh Ramesses II of Egypt, representing the peace established after the Treaty of Kadesh, one of the oldest known peace treaties. Whatever it was, it sure did grab the attention it required. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. The Firefly Forest was located in the forest of Kansas, and people who often visited there see many elf houses. At first, they used to wonder who made them, but eventually, they realized it was made by real elves, and it was their real homes. The elf houses in Firefly Forest brought people together, including 3 women struggling with grief and personal challenges. They found solace and friendship through the magic of the forest, although it is hinted that a human artist may have been behind the houses.